You're welcome to another edition on Lifestyle Show brought to you by Wisdom Yard Television. I am Iyawo Adelere. You know how we do it on this Lifestyle Show. We give you things that can help you to make your day-to-day activities, how you can live your day on a daily basis. All right, on today's show, I'll be talking more on how the word Iyawo came into existence. That is the love story behind the origin of Iyawo, the Yoruba word for wife. Normally, if we are to look at it, the wife in Yoruba should not be called Iyawo, it should be Aya. But do we actually know how the word came into existence? That is the word Iyawo. Alright, the word Iyawo came into existence, according to Yoruba history, a very long time ago in Iwo town, when the princess of Iwo town was actually in search of a husband. She needs a suitor, a man to be called her husband. Many men came in line to bid for her, including Shango and Ogun, but it was so surprising that the long list of men that came, everybody left disappointed because they were met with a very rude personality. Soon this still came to the hearing of Orunmila, and luckily Orunmila was in search of a wife. He needed a wife to be his companion, and he decided to embark on the journey to Iwo town. But before embarking on the journey, he decided to consult with Olodumare, and Olodumare told him that if you want to succeed in this journey you are going on, you have to be very patient with whatever you see there. You have to calm, you have to be collected, you have to be reserved, and you have to be patient. And he decided to embark on this journey. When he got to Iwo town, he headed straight to the palace. And on getting to the palace, he was met with this, as usual, rude kind of person that everybody met and left. But he never, because of that, got angry, because he remembered what Olodumare had told him before he embarked on the journey. When he got there, he was met with this rude person, but he was able to scale through to the 6th day. On the 6th day, the king said, "I've had enough, that this person is capable of taking care of my daughter, who is Princess Wuraola." So the king handed over Wuraola to Orunmila, and it was so surprising that just for 7 days, Orunmila could actually achieve what every other men have been coming to do that they could not achieve. But when Wuraola was finally given to Orunmila as his wife, he was so surprised that Wuraola happened to be the most amazing, the most sweetest soul you could ever meet on the face of the planet Earth. And they decided to continue their journey as husband and wife. Soon, on the 7th day, Orunmila took his wife, Princess Wuraola, back to his hometown, and they started living together as husband and wife. After a long time together, people started asking about his wife, who is Princess Wuraola, and the response he gave to them was, "You mean Iya ti mo jẹ ní Iwo," meaning my suffering in Iwo town. So people were like, "You're suffering in Iwo town." Soon they coined the word to Iyawo. Instead of saying Iya ti mo jẹ ní Iwo, they coined it to Iyawo. Soon, on a gradual one, people coined it again from Iyawo to Iyawo, the most common use for wife nowadays. So if we are to look at it the way it should be, the word for wife should be Aya. But because of the suffering of Orunmila in Iwo town, people decided to adopt that word, which is Iyawo. Why people now use Iyawo for wife instead of Aya for wife. I hope you've been able to learn one or two things today on Lifestyle Show brought to you by Wisdom Yard Television. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our YouTube, on our Facebook, on our X account, on our TikTok, and on our Instagram at Wisdom Yard Online TV. I remain my humble self, Iyawo Adelere. Bye.